I'm so excited to see so many faces on here tonight. So we want to talk to you about, first of all, can we just say like drop a one in the chat if you're excited to have like Spirit Week back, because we are excited to be back and doing a Spirit Week and just pouring into you guys. And we wanted to really just kind of dial things back to the absolute like basics. And because I think sometimes we get so caught up in, what should we be doing and all of the like the fluff stuff that we forget about the like basics of running our business. So tonight we're going to talk to you about two different things. The first is going to be posting. So it sounds simple, but there are some definite things that we want to do when we're posting. And then the second thing we want to talk about is telling your story. So, as far as posting goes, we all know, I would say 99% of us are running our business through social media. There might be, we also, if we can, we want to do some in-person things, some local events, different things like that. But we're, for the most part, running a business on social media. So, how do we know? How does anyone know that we are open for business? We have to post. Like if you go to someone's page and, let's say they had, a business, I don't know, knitting sweaters or something. And sorry, that was not a good analogy. But let's say they had a knitting crafting business, whatever. And you go to their page and you scroll and scroll and scroll, and all you see is shared recipe, shared meme, shared quote, like, and they're not posting, and you're scrolling and scrolling and you're not seeing anything that they've posted of their products. What's your first guess going to be? They probably don't do it anymore. They're probably not in business anymore. And so it's the same for us. If we have potentials and they go to our page and they don't see our products, or even more important, we're not popping up in their newsfeed. They're scrolling their newsfeed, and they're not seeing your stuff, your posts. It's like out of sight, out of mind. They're going to forget about you. To be completely honest, they are going to forget that you're open for business. So number one, the reason we want to post is to be open for business and for people to know that we are still doing this. I can tell you there's someone on this team who was being recruited and recruited and recruited for a very long time by someone who was in this business. And a couple months later, when she was ready to join, she went back to that girl's page and there was no posts. And so she thought, oh, she must not do it anymore. So she went and joined someone else. And guess what? That first person was still doing it. And so, but like it's the natural tendency, if you don't see it on their page or they're not posting about it, they're not excited about it, that they don't do it anymore. Or they're not serious, right? Or they're not serious about it. So that's the number one. We want to make sure we're posting. I always try to go by the rule of, not like a rule, but like guideline of one product post a day. So whether that's you holding your product, your personal testimony, a before and after picture. And you guys, I know for a while, I've been in for 9 years. And so for a while, we went through this kind of like phase where we didn't post a lot of before and afters. I can tell you that is gone. The before and after phase is back, and they are drawing attention, and people are seeing those results, and they are they're commenting. Yes, Teresa, one product post today. I 100% believe. And every single day, you need to be posting about the products in your stories, whether that's, most of the time, like 99% of the weekdays, I am making my coffee live on my story. Maybe you are showing yourself making your aloe. People want to hear your voice. So if you can, like, record your voice, like even if it's a voiceover, whatever, but people want to hear you talking about it. Or before and afters in your story, pictures of the products in your stories, you putting a wrap on in your stories, like whatever you want to do, but make sure you're in your stories with your products every single day, and you're getting on your page, on your news feed, and posting about the products once a day. Okay, that's the number one. Number two, you want to do a lifestyle post, a business post, whatever you want to call it, something that relates this business to your lifestyle. So whether it's talking about how it paid for your gas on the way to work this morning, or you're able to send your kids to the school you want to send them to, or you're talking, which we'll get into more later, about your why, your story, why you're doing this. You're posting about a sideline or a teammate about what this business has done for them. You guys, we used to share stories all the time of what this business was doing for other people. And when I got started, I felt like I didn't have a story, which I've now learned is not true. We all have a story. It doesn't matter if your story is like, you literally started and you have no idea what's going to happen, but you're excited. Like, that's your story. Like, we all have a story. But post about your upline, post about your sideline, post about your friend that's doing this business and what this has done for them, because people, so I've always heard, facts tell, stories sell. People are going to buy into stories, and they want to buy into your story. So like, they want to order from me because they buy into my story. I talk about, or Teresa on here, you guys, she talks all the time about her personal testimony with these products, and her business has boomed and her customers have gone up because she is being authentic and she is talking about using the products. You don't have to use every single product. I've gotten that question a lot. Find one or two products that you absolutely love. In your kit, when you got started, you got some gummies. Try your gummies. You got, if you got the new kit, you got Slimmer, or you got your coffee. Like, yes, sell a lot of those samples for cash, but keep a couple and record yourself making your coffee, drinking your coffee. Use that over and over. Who cares? Like, take your product and take a picture with it. Put it in your hand. Like, you can use one product and get lots of content out of that. So don't feel like you need to just keep ordering all this stuff. You guys, one or two products, take a bunch of pictures, make videos of you using the products, making the products, drinking the products. Like, I can tell you that, like, you can really make that stretch very far if you want to, like, but use the products, try the products, and then post about them. But yes, one product post today, one lifestyle post today, and don't be all about it works all the time. Like, don't, your whole page cannot just be your business and just be it works. You've got to show you. People want to buy from you because they know, like, and trust you, right? People buy from people they know, like, and trust. So they know, like, and trust you because you're sharing about your family. You're sharing about your passions. You're sharing about funny things that happen to you. You're sharing your kids, your spouse, your friends, where you go to school, working. Like, if you're working a full-time job, you're taking pictures at work, or you're talking about it. Like, people want to get to know you as a person. Like, your personality is not it works. It works complements you as a person, and we weave it into our lifestyle, but that is not you. People want to know you and they want to get to know you. And the way they do that is they see you posting about other things. So, and there's really good ways, and there's a lot of leaders on here that I highly recommend following them. They will post about their kids and weave in it works. You just want to weave it. And so it's not like, boom, it works, boom, it works. Like, you're weaving it into your daily life. You're weaving it into your lifestyle. And you're like, we always say, you want to drip on people. We're dripping. A little bit about the business, and people are you're going to like reel them in, because they're going to they're invested. Like, how many of us have watched, I've been having like a weird obsession with following Instagrammers and their stories, and they're talking about all the different trials going on, and the Murdoch trial and the Idaho trial, and like all the things, the Gabby Petito case last year. Like, I was like really intrigued, and they would just post, and like, it was like pulling me in. That's what we want to do, not like in a gruesome way or anything like that, but like, we want to pull them in to us and our story. So, Lindsay, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, of course. You were saying all the good things. So I was like,
sorry.
Be like, oh, I want to remember this. No, it's awesome. I agree with everything you say. And you guys, like, as Jenny was talking, I was just really thinking about, Jenny's been in for 9 years. I've been in for almost 10 years. And I feel like you guys should really take note of the fact that we are making sure we're talking about posting so intently, to know that this is so important. Like, I feel like it's like our foundational groundwork for our business, like, is us posting. Like, I've been in almost 10 years and it's something that I'm making sure I'm doing every single day. Like, it is that important. Like, that is one of your non-negotiables. You need to be making sure you're talking about every single day. Like Jenny said, letting people know that you're open for business, because you guys, and you're doing it every single day. You can't just be posting something about your business or about the products one day, and then you're taking 2 days off from posting about it because you don't want to like bug your friends. And then you're posting something, you know, sporadically here. You guys, like, that's not going to pull people in. That's not going to have their interest in them be like, okay, what is she doing? Like, I remember before I joined, like, I saw my friend from nursing school posting about it. And I was like, at first I was like, okay, what the heck is this? And I was just swiping on by. And then, but the more I saw it over and over, I was like, okay, like, could I use those wraps? And I was like, no, and I kept going, but and I would see those before and afters, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I look like that. You know what I mean? So like, just repeat, seeing it is what pulled me in. So we have to remember that when people are watching us, like, they're not just going to see it one time and be like, heck yeah, I'm in. Like, it's going to take time. So being consistent with your posting every single day is so important. And like Jenny was talking about, you're not just doing all of it works, but like, you should be able to go to my page. I should be able to go to your page, and I should be able to know stuff about you without even knowing you. Like, anybody on here, I should be able to go to your page and I should know some things about you. Like, if you're married, do you have kids? Do you have pets? What are some of your interests? Like, I should be able to know those things just based on your posts. Like, you don't want to go to my page and see that I'm just sharing everything, doing a quiz, like, what kind of pizza are you? And then like, what kind of potato are you? And there's like all these silly quizzes, and you got to scroll forever to even see one of my product posts. Like, no, like, this is our billboard. This is like what represents us. And when people come here, especially as we do host to post, especially, we have all kinds of new people coming to our pages who know nothing about us. And we want them to come and feel like they know us. Cause like Jenny just said, people, you know, they want to know and they trust you, and that's going to make them want to, you know, order from you and things like that, and work with you, and, you know, trust like the advice you're giving them. So you want them to come to your page and feel like, even though you're a stranger, they know you. They have that comfort of like, okay, she's a real person. She seems cool. Like, I think I will talk to her. So just like making sure you're remembering those things and not seeming like an ad, and just making sure you're putting in the little bits and pieces and being a product of the product. And Jenny said it too, like, you know, you don't have to have like every single product, but just a few different products, and taking different pictures, sharing what they're doing for you, like showing your face on your page too. Like, I know some of us, especially when we first get started, we're like, oh my gosh, we hate taking selfies. Like, that's so like, I don't like want to do that. I was that same way, but you guys, like, people want to see our faces. And especially if they can see our face and us saying like, oh my gosh, I love these gummies, or, you know, whatever you're thinking about, like, it just helps them to feel like, okay, like, there's the product, there's our face, like, and it just makes them feel like a little more comfortable too. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to be excited and to share that excitement, share those before and after pictures. Because like Jenny said already too, like, that's, people want to see the before and after pictures. Like, we kind of got away from that, and now we're bringing it back. And I'm so glad that we are, because I feel like those before and after pictures are really something that gets people's attention, because we get to show what our products can do. So, I don't know if there was anything else that we missed, Jenny, or anything you thought about while I was talking.
One more thing I was going to mention. So those of us who've been in for a while, we know, like, I see my memories pop up and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, we used to post, like, literally our pages looked like black and green, like, threw up on them. Like, it was horrible. Like, I mean, it back in the day, it worked. And we would just like show, it'd be like just a picture of a bottle of Thermofite, and it was like on a shelf, you know, like, and not saying that couldn't work or doesn't work, but, you know, be like Lindsay said, use the before and afters. Like, you guys copy the right cat. Like, there's a lot of people on this team that are signing a lot of customers, that are doing a lot of the things. Like, it is 100% encouraged to write your own posts and make it yours and put it in your own writing. But sometimes, you know, like, someone has a good picture, it is okay to save that picture. It's okay to like what I do for a lot of times is like I have collections on my Facebook, and one of them is like post ideas. And as I'm going through, if I see someone's post that I love, I will save it there. And then when I go to post it, I'll change up some of the wording and maybe put my own picture in there, or I'll use their picture and change up some of the wording or what. There's some pictures that just catch people's attention. And if they're working for other people, they're probably going to work for you. There are before and after pictures that, so you could put one up and get nothing. You could put a different one up and you're getting 100 comments. And like when it works, it works, and go try it. I'm not saying like verbatim copy everything from someone else and be a different person. Like, no, you want to be your own self. You want to put your own spin on things. But like if posts are working and people are, saying like, right, they might even say in like a group chat you're in, hey, this post is working really well. Go copy it, change it up. But like, copy the things that are working. If you see it with this same post and 3 people have posted it and there's no one's getting any comments, don't copy that post. Maybe try a different one. But you can save things on your phone. You can save collections, and that's a really good way to like come back to different post ideas.
Really quick, the last thing I'll say,
Yeah.
and then we'll go on to our other thing, but how Jenny was just saying, if you see someone like has a picture or a poster or whatever, like something I like to do is even recreate it. So if I see someone took a picture with like their coffee or maybe like their gummies or their gummies in their hand or whatever, like instead of just using that picture, I know it'd be easy for me to do that, but I can also like easily recreate that on my own. Or, like their post, like even like a business opportunity or like a lifestyle post, and they're like outside or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that'd be really cute. I'll run outside really fast and take the picture. Like using other people's posts as for ideas too. Like I love doing that because I'm like, oh, I want to go do that. And then you make that happen so you can save them and then go do that later on too. So Jenny, let's talk about sharing our story. You guys,
yes, because I feel like this is like, you get started, you're new, like you totally can get on board with posting the products and talking about the products. But I feel like a lot of times we shut down when it's like sharing our story or talking about the business. Okay. So we want to talk a little bit about how to share your story. And I'm going to see if I can share this, Lindsay, real quick. I know I'm on my phone.
Okay.
Oh, it says only the host can share.
Oh,
okay.
Can I maybe that?
I don't know. If not, don't worry about it. It was, okay, I'm the host now. Let me see here. Photos. Let's see if this works. Okay. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
I like
I'll post this in our team page as well. But this is like this was a couple years ago. One of the leaders, Claire Flores, she posted this and she did a whole panel on sharing your story or telling your story. And it was so good. So you guys, I want you to think about, what was life like before you joined It Works? What were you doing? Maybe you're struggling to make ends meet. You're working 2 jobs to try to put food on the table, or to send your kids to private school, or you had just gotten laid off from a job and you were home unemployed and you didn't know what you were going to do. So what is your before It Works? What were you doing before It Works? How did you find this business? Maybe you saw, before It Works, you were a struggling single mom working 2 jobs, trying to make ends meet and juggling your kids. Okay, so then you saw your friend posting on Facebook about these amazing slimming gummies and how she loved her life. She was home with her kids, and now she's able to have time freedom, and you wanted that. What were you skeptical about? You didn't think that you could do this. You watched her for 6 months. You didn't think that you could make any money with this business. You didn't think that anyone would want to try these products, and so that's why you sat on the sidelines and watched for so long. What is life like now? And this is what I think holds up a lot of people, because no one is looking for this fairy tale 20 years down the road. Like, what is life like now? You're 5 minutes into your business. You just joined, but you're so excited because you're going to run for this Ruby bonus and earn $500 extra this month. You guys, like, don't get caught up on the what is life like now? Where are you at? You don't have to have some huge grand story. It doesn't have to be, now you've paid off all of your debt, your house is paid for, your home was, it doesn't have to be that. In fact, people don't believe that. People actually don't even believe that that's possible. Think back to before you started. Like, people don't have a brain cell for that, but they do have a brain cell for being able to put gas in their car. Maybe you were able to buy yourself a Starbucks. I was watching something the other day where someone was like, I couldn't even I couldn't even get a Starbucks. We were so broke. I couldn't even buy myself a cup of coffee. Maybe you were able to get your nails done. And that is something that was a huge, it's a huge splurge, and you never could justify. You always wanted to spend money on your kids. This allowed you some extra income to do that. Shoot, I know people who have started this business because they wanted to put their dog in doggy daycare, and they didn't want to have to have their dog sit home by themselves all day. You guys, it literally can be anything from an extra $2, from just changing your mindset and knowing that you now have a vehicle that can pay you unlimited income. But like, it doesn't have to be the big thing. So I want you guys to know that. And then you always, 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 always want to end with a call to action. Invite them to join you. Drop a me below in the comments if you want some more info. Text, money to, and put your phone number. Send me a DM, or, you want them, if it's on your story, put a poll, vote on this poll below. If you want some more info, swipe up and shoot me a DM with the word income, whatever it is, you want to have something that is a call to action. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go ahead. If you want to screenshot this, like I said, I'll put it on our page. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing. Okay, so I can see you guys because it totally went black. But I love that that graphic that Claire put together, because it's literally a process. Like, that is how you build your story. Where were you before? Why? What happened? Like, what made you think about this business? Did you see someone posting about it? There have been people who have literally gone on to Google and Googled work from home businesses. Like, did you do that? Was it your sister telling you, like, nope, you're joining, I'm signing you up, you don't even have a choice? Amber, can you see? Was it, your cousin that like had a wrap party, and you went to it and you tried some products? Was it someone sharing an opportunity Zoom that maybe you jumped on and you're like, oh my goodness, like, I can do this too? What was the thing? Like, where were you before? What was the thing that made you find this business? How did you find it? Why did you get started? What are you doing? Like, what is this going to do for you? What were you skeptical about? For me, like, I did not think I'd have any customers. Like, I literally was like, no one, I don't think anyone's going to buy these products, but I wanted to try them. And I thought, like, why, like, if someone does want to buy them, cool. Like, I can make some extra income. But like, what were you skeptical about? Were you, I feel like the biggest ones are, we're afraid that we're not going to find any customers. We're afraid, yeah, like Teresa said, our network is not big enough. We are afraid we're not going to make back our income. We're going to lose money. Those are kind of the three or so big ones. But like, sometimes it's best to address the elephant in the room head on, right? Like, we all, like, drop a 2 in the chat if you are skeptical about something in this business. I mean, yeah, I would venture out to say that all of us were a little skeptical about it. And so if you're skeptical about it and you're watching someone posting about it and they address it head on, they're like, yeah, I didn't think my husband would be on board. I didn't think I'd make any money. I didn't think I had enough friends in my network that would want to order products. If you address it all head on and say, but I was wrong, I am making some extra income. I do have people that love these products. I've grown my network significantly sharing these products in this business. And then, like, where's this taking you? I always like to say, where are you going? Like, so what if you aren't diamond? Do you know, for 14 months, every single month, I said I was going diamond and I was going to earn a $10,000 bonus. Every single month I posted that. And you know what? I didn't hit it for 14 months, but on that 14th month, I did hit it. I put it out there, like, you're new to this business or you're not yet Ruby, you're going Ruby. You're going to earn a $500 bonus this month. So what if you don't hit it? I've had people that have been so in their head about this that they're like, well, what if someone on my timeline scrolls back to March 1st and sees that I said I was going to go diamond and earn a $20,000 bonus, and now it's April 1st, and they went back to March 1st and said, hey, you didn't hit it. Do you really think people have that much time on their hands? Do you really think, like, this was something that was in my head for a long time too. Do you really think, I'm not trying to be mean, but people do not care that much. They don't care that much about you. Like, they're so concerned about themselves and what they're doing. They do not care to go back and see that you posted that you were going to do this and maybe you didn't hit it and call you out on it. And if they do, you don't want them on your timeline anyway. That's like a block, like a definite block, right? So so think about how you're going to formulate your story, but do not forget to invite people to do this with you. Put that call to action, comment below, send me a message, text the word income, swipe up on your story, vote on your poll. What is the call to action you're going to do? Maybe you're going to do multiple. Post if you have one of those influencer apps, post it in the comments, post it in the post. Like, but you got to have a way for someone who is reading that to let you know they're interested. Because if you don't, you're going to think it doesn't work because no one's commenting, but you didn't tell them to comment. You didn't, like, a post is not an ask. So posting it is not asking people. So that is why we talk about, messaging and all those things. But like, yes, posting is not asking. All right, Lindsay, sorry, I talked way over. Uh-oh, do I have to unmute you? Oh no, let's see if I can do that from my phone. Well, I don't know if I can. Can I make you host again? Let's see if I can do that. Sorry, we're having all the technical difficulties today. No, I don't think I can. Okay, well, type in the chat if there's anything you wanted else to share, Lindsay. I'm so sorry. I literally don't know how to make you host. Oh wait, let's see. Let me try it this way. Sorry, guys. Okay. Did that work?
Hi.
There we go. Okay. We figured it out.
My kids were screaming. Otherwise, I never would have unmuted or muted myself. No, I was everything you say, I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. You guys, like, this sharing your story, and I get it, because I'm like one of those people, especially when I was newer, that I was just so nervous and shy and awkward. And even still, I get nervous about putting stuff out there, but you've got to do it. And if not even just for those people, but for you. Like, I feel like it does so much for us and our confidence and our excitement when we're putting it out there and sharing why we're doing this. And one of the things, like when Jenny was talking, was I want you guys to think about, I really want you guys to be yourselves, not just with sharing your story, but also posting anything. Like, just be you. Don't feel like you have to share something a certain way, or you have to say something because the person you look up to said it that way. And, these people are successful are talking like this, and you want to do that. No, be you. Like, what really comes to your mind. And even if it like doesn't even totally make sense, I feel like the first couple of times, like, just put it out there, like what you're excited about, why you're doing this, like why it works, like is something that you felt like could help you. Like, put it out there. And the more that you do that, you're going to start to fine tune, because again, you're going to get that confidence. But we don't have to be perfect. And I feel like that's something I learned, through this business, is that it's okay that I don't look like everybody else, or maybe I don't talk like everyone else, or, the way I word things isn't like some people, like, because we're going to connect with the people that we're meant to connect to. And every single one of us has people that we're going to share something, and they're going to be like, that makes me like want to be a part of this. You're going to have that thing. So just really remember that, just to be you, and don't worry about how things like sound. And I know Jenny and like Mandy that are on here, and probably Melanie, they'll like be like, oh, Lindsay asks me all the time, like, does my thing sound okay? And I do that, but sometimes I just put it out there and I let it go, because I feel like people can tell when we're being genuine and when we're being sincere. And those are things that are going to pull people in. So I just really wanted to like remind you guys of that, because I know sometimes it can be a lot of pressure and we do that comparison game when we're sharing these things, but you're putting your story out there and why you joined. It's not how that compares to what anybody else is doing. Like, what made you do this? And like Jenny mentioned, it doesn't matter how big it is or how small it is. It doesn't matter if you just wanted to like get your nails done, or if you want to put gas in your tank, if you want to take your kids out for like a lunch date, you know, every weekend, whatever it is. Or it could be because you want to help, you know, pay, like take extra, you know, like for the bring in extra to help with the bills, whatever it is. But just make sure you're excited about that and sharing that, because there's people out there that are looking for help too with lots of different things, and we have the vehicle, we have the option, like the thing that can help these people. And I feel like the more that we share that, the more excited we get about it. That's going to get people to like be excited too. And again, like Jenny, we talked about earlier though too, is sharing it every single day. Every single day, even if it sounds the same way every single day, because again, you're putting it out there and you're like not only speaking, I feel like, into existence of what you're doing and why you're wanting to do this, but people are seeing that every single day, and different people are going to be seeing that as we're growing our network. And really quick, my last thing I want to add is, you know, yes, we want people to like and comment on our posts, you guys. We do. We want that. But I don't want you to get bogged down on you're pouring your heart out in these posts and you're not getting all the likes and comments that you think you should be. Because like 90% of my customers and distributors don't like or comment on my posts. Okay. Like they secretly watch and they'll message you like randomly, and you'll like, even 10 years, like I have people that like literally have been my Facebook friends the entire 10 years that I've been doing this business, that are just now like messaging me about using the products and things. And I'm like, holy cow, like I didn't even know that person was paying attention. So just don't let that get to you. And something that you can always do, like I'll tell, like, you know, we have in the next level page that posting ladder. Go put your post in there so you can get some comments from other distributors, just to create that excitement. Go, you know, if you have a group chat or something you're in with some of your teammates, say, hey, I just put up a post. Will you guys come comment on my post, just to kind of get that buzz going? But don't be bummed out if you're not getting likes and comments on your post, because I promise you, people are watching. So do not stop. Just keep doing the things, even if we sound like we're crazy, keep doing them. So I'm going to stop.
Oh, I love that. Yes, 100%. You guys, I watched my enroller for 6 months. I did not like or comment on one post. One post. She reached out to me. I signed up, you guys. And so like, that is so important, because yeah, Lindsay, like, yeah, they're watching you. And you guys, I'm gonna let you in on a big tip. Okay. Here is the secret sauce to being successful. You want to know what it is? Consistency. 100%, hands down, more than anything you could ever do. If you are consistent, you will be successful. And that starts with posting daily and being vulnerable, sharing your story, sharing your before and afters, but posting and being consistent every single day. So that's all I got. Thank you so much, Lindsay.
Yes, thank you. I feel like this was amazing, you guys, and we're super pumped. And so, you know, tonight we talked all about posting and planting those seeds, sharing our story. Tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about all about having conversations and what happens after you do those posts. And you do have people who are interested in like, what do you do then? And how do you talk to them? And so I'm really excited about that, you guys. Like, thank you so much for getting on here. I hope you guys got some valuable tips. I hope you're going to be going out there and posting your little hearts out, and you're going to be sharing your story. If you guys ever need help with sharing your story, you know, you can reach out to us and we'll help you, like, you know, make a little template. I have something that I follow. Like, I feel like that image Jenny shared was really helpful. And I will get this recording up soon, and we will talk to you guys very soon.
Yay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.